A half-season review with Baker. So, who's been your player of the half-season?
Jake Robinson, I think. Yeah, like he's got all the goals in he, so you can't look beyond Jake. I didn't really see it coming either. I know he's got a good record last year. Before he came to us, and he scored a few goals towards the end of last season, but he's just stepped up a completely different level this year, and he's just scoring for fun. So I didn't see that coming. So yeah, definitely Jake.
And obviously we've had quite a interesting first half of the season. Unbeaten since first game against Kingstonians. Concha's left, but we still, we brought in Joe Kizzy and he's been fantastic.
Yeah, well, we had that little spell, didn't we, towards like November, where we brought in the 3 extra players when we went for a bit of spell of having to play 3 games a week. I think that helped us massively over that period, because I think we only lost the 1 game in that 2 weeks period where we had 6 games. So that extra little bit of help was really giving us an advantage. And I think Kizzy's sort of walked straight in. He's playing a lot of games now. I thought Wheeler did really well when he first came into the team. He's died off slightly. So yeah, I think that's probably, that 2 weeks period was the key in that season so far, because we had so many tough games that we had to win. Unfortunately, we lost the FA Cup one, but out of all of them, that was the one that you'd probably take losing, because the games in the league are far more important to win. The cup journey was nice, but getting out of this league is so much more important than getting into the second round of the FA Cup in the long run. So that was probably the key period for me in the season so far.
And for me, I always look back at that Leatherhead game, and as a fan, you're not supposed to be happy you lost the game. Well, I wasn't happy, but I was kind of thankful, because that woke us up. We changed the formation, and we've actually looked a better team because of that.
Yeah, that was the turning point. After that game, or very soon after, we went 4-4-2, and I think that's completely changed the way we play. And the style is a lot better at 4-4-2. The football we play is a lot better at 4-4-2, in my opinion. And I feel a lot more comfortable watching us in that formation. Like today against Margate, we went 3 at the back, and it worked going forward for us, but they had a lot more opportunities in the second half of Margate. In the first half they had nothing, they had the 1 shot, and it gave them a lot more opportunities and a lot more spacing behind and down the flanks in the second half. So that formation leaves us a bit susceptible to the counter-attack. So I prefer watching us in the 4-4-2, and I think that's won us a lot of games playing in that formation as well.
And I think we've got to give a massive credit to Harry Wheeler this season. Because of his tactics, we've won so many games because of him, especially having Waterloo.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I said, since the switching formation, there's so many times he's done little tweaks in the game, changed it, and then maybe changed it back to the original starting formation 4-4-2, especially in the last few weeks, and it's really won us games. So all full credit to him. Even today, again, Margate, we changed formation at half time, and really could have won the game. And the first half it was flat, nothing was really going for us. Changed it in the second half. 3 half-time subs is probably something you never see in a football game before. It never normally happens, but fair enough, they're doing it, and it's working a lot of the time, so it's very hard to knock. So I'm quite happy at the moment. So I think for the half season, I don't think I could ask for much more. Only 1 defeat in the league, out of the cup, but we're always going to go at some point, so you're always going to lose a game in that. So 1 defeat all season, so far half season, more than I probably could have imagined.
And lastly, we've had some tough months this season, but what was your toughest month?
Do you know, I think the first one in August, I know we had a lot of wins, but after that first game, I went to that Lowestoft game, which was the second game of the season, thinking, well, we've got to win this now, because we had Dulwich third game. And I thought, well, if we don't get on winning track straight away against Lowestoft, and we could not get 3 points against Dulwich, then we already could be 9 points off, 6 points off. So that second win of the season is last minute against Lowestoft, and then beating Dulwich away, third game of the season. For me, that was really what's given us the momentum going through to the ongoing months. So for me, I wouldn't say any month's been more particularly tougher than any other, but I think that's the crucial one. And maybe even that first defeat against Kingstonian was the thing that we needed to give us that real start to our season, because I would love to have been unbeaten now, but it may be putting us starting off on the bad foot. Really, maybe was what we needed to kick up the arse straight away, possibly.
Right, thanks, Mark.
No problem, mate.